civilians.
Why do you have to take the fun out of everything?
I don't know. Is LAPD, bro?
We'll shoot you. We just beat you.
If you're
Wish I
with
had
a
a
certain
nightstick.
Complexion, yeah.
Stop resisting.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything, officer. Stop saying anything.
Don't call me officer. We've got audio.
Yeah, we do.
Wait,
Yes,
I forgot. Were we leaving? Fuck, what were we
I have
doing?
no idea. Try going back to the house again. See what happens.
Yeah, hopefully, because we fucked that one up anyways. Shit, how do you run?
R2 or X? It's some shit.
Yeah, it's a horse.
Only LA Spanish.
Just a minute.
Okay. So what did I do last time to her? I think I tried to intimidate her, and that fucked up.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
I didn't mean to sit down.
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Oh, that's right.
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
No.
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
So who are the two people on air? Your phone?
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Yeah.
There's one on there.
Make sure that
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
I'm gonna explore the house better this time around.
Look around. There's got to be something.
alienist.
Troubled vets.
What does alienist mean?
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Must be the husband.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Check out the bedroom. You'll notice the suitcase is missing.
Suitcase is missing and a ticket.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
What's the YouTube link?
I think the mic stopped working again. This is so crazy.
This is Sony headphones?
Yeah.
I have the black ones, that's what I use. I love these headphones.
Oh yeah, they're actually one of the better ones.
Yeah, I almost spent like $20.
Yeah. They last a long time. And I'm not a Sony shell, but $20 for
Yeah. Because my
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Obviously, I got new Apple phones with my fine iPhone. But compared to the Sonys now, I don't like to have them in my ear.
And I don't know how I don't know how people not lose those.
Oh, I don't have the pods. Just iPhone.
This must be Adrian's.
Oh, okay.
Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
Oh, we got one sequel.
this makes me want to drink more whiskey.
Damn it. God, asshole. I don't need to go to the cereal.
You know, next time we play this, I think we should wear fedoras.
I don't know.
Isn't it considered bad,
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures.
thing if you don't take
What
off your
gives
hat
here?
inside a house back then?
Yeah, it was totally bad manners.
Right. Exactly.
I still take my hat off when I walk in the
You
house.
take off your hat and then you tip your hat when you see a woman back then, or you even like, ma'am, you know, or like take it.
I still dictate manners. Like, I actually.
Yeah, so these guys are fucking assholes. They're wearing hats in the house.
I stand up inside from the table when a woman sits down.
What's that?
I actually stand up from the table when a woman sits down. So.
You're from the Midwest.
I like to think it's just because I have fucking manners.
Nah, trust me, that's like the people in the Midwest still do that a lot. Like, you know, ma'am. Whiskey.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago. Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
You do that, Cole. You do that.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Alright, let's do this. Oh, god damn it.
That must go to the orange one.
I forgot how this shit went. Oh, god damn it. I'm just like clicking the button.
That can't be right.
It's like you idiot.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
It's not even half finished.
It's not half finished. You're just putting it in the wrong hole.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Putting it in the wrong hole.
What? I didn't say that. Oh yeah, there you go.
I think I did a pretty good job the first time.
Well, did you have any Budweiser beforehand?
I did not.
There you go. See.
Oh yeah, I got this shit.
There you go.
Dun, dun.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh.
Mr. Black.
Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Pipe missing from Mr. Black's here is the same one that
So today at work, we were discussing weird words that English people use.
As a British.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like fag for cigarette, right?
Yes, correct.
My coworker says, "Can I bum a fag?" And I was like, "That has a lot of meanings in a lot of places. I don't know if that's legal in all 50 states." Bum a fag.
Bum a fag. Can I check your boot?
How do I talk this dumbass?
Wait, maybe you still have other things? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have moved the camera. The camera is fucking covering your.
Circumstantial.
Circumstantial?
Yeah, that's a nice airplane model, Cole. That might be what
I need to talk to this button.
Your partner is a fucking jackass, man. Nope, you cannot go there, Cole.
I don't know what else I have still left to do.
Oh, wasn't he supposed to call someone?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on here?
Did you check the picture, like inside?
Yeah, I looked at that already. Yeah, I did this. Yeah,
I ate it, that's alright. Yeah. Don't mind me. I've had a few drinks.
but last time I skipped some of this and still talked to you.
No, I think you're supposed to make a phone call first, right? Or
yeah, like they're supposed to.
did you pick up something in the kitchen table?
Yeah, I did that already.
There you go, Kavanaugh. Now it's like clicking. Look around. Did you like look around, like open the inside?
Yeah, it's not letting me.
It's
Oh,
not
that's
letting you?
right. Wasn't there something inside?
Yeah.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R and I should have an address.
Who the fuck had
Adrian was a patron of Kavanaugh's.
Look, where's the phone number in there? I mean, even back then, when there's only like 5 digits in a phone number, you would still put like the number, you know? It's like LA 852 or something.
I think we're good now.
Hello, operator. Give me the fast line of Kavanaugh.
I'm all right now,
On the double.
detectives.
There you go.
Alright, let's talk about the slaughterhouse receipt.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
You want me to change the camera to the right?
Hold on, I'm gonna share this. How do I share this?
We're trying to ice you, lady. No, we're not asking any more questions. We're gonna sweat you out, lady.
Oh, is that all? I would hope you're taking this case more seriously, detective.
Shit. You want me to switch the camera?
Yeah. What'd I do wrong?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh, you just never did anything.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell?
Tell me about his slaughterhouse.
It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
That's the community.
I love me some Irish whiskey. What happened?
Fucking know what's happening.
What was the purpose of Adrian's trip to Seattle, Mrs. Black?
This is perfect example.
He was
of your
meeting
brain on alcohol.
with some distributors.
Like half a bottle of beer in.
Adrian said that it was important to make contact interstate if he was going to grow his business.
I'm drinking all tonight. Jeez, a beer.
Sorry,
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Morgan. I don't like that gentleman. Can't you notice from the tone of my voice?
Which button to use the notebook?
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Right there.
Okay, let's go the abandoned.
You're lying. You killed your husband, and Morgan helped you cover it up.
No, it's because the camera's up there.
How dare
I was
you!
asking you.
I
I love my husband.
Yeah, we
On what
definitely-
basis could you possibly
right?
accuse me of
Yeah,
wanting to
definitely.
hurt him?
You just fucked that up.
Yeah. Hang on.
I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't completely ruin her yet.
Sharing broadcast.
I'm hungry. I might have to eat some of that next video.
setting. Upper right?
It's gonna have to be upper right.
There you go.
I didn't mean to like fucking.
Prizing the police force has such a bad reputation.
Whoa.
People like you representing them.
Whoa, lady.
It's hardly surprising the police force has such a bad reputation.
Take it easy,
People like
lady.
you representing them.
Whoa, lady.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
Mm-hmm. Frank. Short for Francis.
Tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was,
So nothing out of the usual then.
well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early.
So nothing out of
And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
I'm gonna have to. I think I'm supposed to good cop her the whole way through. Because last time, remember, I tried to bad cop her that one time, and it gave me the.
No, you try to accuse her.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
You only accuse someone if you actually have evidence of what they're saying.
glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible. I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there.
Lady, you don't clean the house?
Matchbox.
It's, you know, there are
All right.
two
I'm
matchboxes.
gonna accuse her this time.
Back up.
You're lying, Margaret. You're a
Yeah.
blush.
Yes.
Kavanaugh's is your hangout.
Your tiny mind must really be aching. Do you have any evidence that proves I've ever been in that bar?
Yes. Wait. Her in the bar or?
Okay, do I?
Well, yeah, the Kavanaugh's matchbox. Matchbook. Why is it matchbook? I think it's matchbox.
Or who? What?
All the way down. Kavanaugh's matchbox. Book.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
What?
I'm going to ring my attorney. I hope you're well paid, detective.
Oh, we fucked this one up again.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you?
Don't accuse her.
What
Do
an
not
awful thing to
accuse her.
say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Should I bad cop her? Or good cop her? Last time I bad copped on this and I fucked it up. I'm a good cop.
I guess good cop.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Like a good
Our job is to find out what happened to your husband. Your lack of cooperation can only hinder our investigation, Mrs. Black.
Hard.
It's because we don't understand
Our
women.
job
I
is to
guess.
find out what happened to your husband. Your lack of cooperation can only hinder our investigation, Mr. Black.
Grab the phone. R&I could run down an address for Kavanaugh's in no time.
That's what I'm doing.
How the fuck they
Operator,
don't
give
have
me
the
R&I.
address on the matchbox?
Grab the phone.
Putting you through now.
Bar. It's a loser's bar then.
Phelps, badge 1247.
This is 1940s. It's not 1930s. where
How
you
can I
speak
help,
easy.
detective?
You know, you gotta know the
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
To get in.
Certainly, detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso
Well, I
and
feel like
Hewitt.
after we played this with no
South
mic,
side of
it was
Union
a lot
Station.
better. Funnier.
Thanks for your help.
I got nothing.
Because Vic was also here.
Yeah, we had a.
Yeah, it gotta be a three game.
I just think it's funny that we're still cruising that convertible I stole. I mean, commandeered.
Commandeer, that's right. That's right. That stole is only when normal people do it. When the cops do it, commandeer. Kavanaugh's bar. There you go.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened. Take it easy.
Man, I didn't know the driver's license.
Goddamn maniac!
Yeah. It's not a convertible. Run, motherfucker, run. Excuse me, ma'am. Police business, LAPD.
Out of the car! Police!
Why do you need my car?
Because it's sweet.
I'm sorry, madam. Police officer, I need your car.
Just got out of here.
Open your eyes!
I will, but this asshole cut me off.
Wait, there's a cop car. That's actually a nice car. The big one. It's not particularly fast. The camera's not fast at all. What's that? No, this is like 1940s Noire. Fixed position, son. Fixed position.
Slow down!
But we're gonna play the one that showed up last year.
Yeah, I haven't played that one yet.
Yeah, me either. That should be a great game when we're done.
I think that would be fantastic. How do I play a gun?
I don't think you can. L2, maybe?
Want another commendation?
I think he only uses a gun.
Yeah, this is it. And this is 1940s.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
That's what I always say when I get out of the bar.
You looking for someone?
Not Frankie.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
Waitress. Could I get another spoon?
He's only a writer. He can't really help me.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
I think this is Bill Burr.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
Bill Burr? Sounds like it.
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car, abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
We're gonna go good cop since he went bad cop right there.
If Black is hurt, anything you give up might help us find him before it's too late.
Look, if something happened to Adrian, then I'm sorry to hear about that, but I don't know nothing more about it.
Whoa,
I can't help you.
Lying second.
Well, sorry there, Mr. Copper.
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
Fuck. We're accusing this motherfucker.
You're lying, Morgan. What happened to Adrian?
I have 10 guys who say I was here the whole night. You think you can prove I was there?
Well, let's go with.
Receipt for the live hog?
What's this guy look like? Who's he with? He's with the tool company. All right.
No, wasn't it the receipt for the live hog?
Right, but he's with the tool company.
Yeah, okay.
So we can blame the bloody pipe.
You through making accusations you can't back up?
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? We tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
No, I think we had a good buzz last time. Now I'm just lying.
You're too sober.
I'm way sober. I'm 100% sober right now. So Now I'm overthinking everything. Twitchy fuck.
Then you should get another bottle.
Yeah, I will.
I'm about to go outside to grab some peach. You don't want another bottle? Huh? Yes or no? Yes? Okay.
That ought to do it. Now get back in close.
We got a trailer.
He sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
That's right over like half the LA.
I think that's how LA people drive. So, talk about simulation.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, folks.
I did not mean to do that. That was an accident.
Rules of tailing. Rule number one.
Don't turn the sirens on.
Don't turn the sirens on.
Look, man, I cannot be held responsible for what I do. I'm an
In my
arsehole.
opinion, we tail Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Don't these assholes never take off their hats?
Apparently not.
Jesus.
I wouldn't even pay attention to what car he is. This is driving.
It's alright, just, honk on the horn.
Yeah.
Flare and siren.
He sure left his drink in a hurry.
Whoa, 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 settle down, son.
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
You don't care who gets in your way, do you?
I didn't kill him, I just bumped him.
Ah, that's it. We're spotted. Back off. Hey, back off.
Oh my god.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Jeez, cabs in the 1940s drive like cabs these days, huh? You see how nice he is? He used his right blinker when he's about to change lanes. Yeah, exactly. You learn how to drive like that, kids, okay? That's how you do it.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Stop in the middle of the intersection.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour work in traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. Won't work on me.
I'm one of those drunks coming home from bars.
Wait, are we gonna get suits? What the fuck? That's his apartment? Check what department number he's in. Because, you know, back then, supers actually put real people's name on the fucking
Apartment
things.
2.
Apartment 2.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear.
Adrian's not dead.
Get it.
They murdered the pig and faked his death.
Ah, shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black, LAPD, give yourself up now!
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off.
Don't make me chase you.
Remember, the gun is the last resort.
Don't make me run, asshole.
Did you hear what they said?
There's no point running, Adrian.
The gun is the last resort. So I'm not gonna shoot him. Where the fuck did he go?
That's a nice roll.
Mr. Black, get back here right now!
What the fuck? There's already a guy with a siren?
Stop right there!
It's over, Adrian.
Where did the guy go?
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Did you say Waffle House?
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you can go a long way in this department.
Well, you walk inside and you wonder, am I at Wisconsin PD?
Always like $808 damage to the city, $4,500 in vehicle damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of money back then, bro.
Frank Morgan would have rolled over Adrian Black with some tougher questioning.
Oh.
It's finally finished watching Dragon Ball Super. I'm all done.
Oh yeah? Is it good as it's cracked up to be?
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
I'm praying that those prints come
So I have the Funimation app, but like I got sick of
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
so on the
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
Their licensed Cartoon Network, that's where the English dub goes. After they got done with the story arc, they were supposed to put the English dub on the Funimation app, and they did up to like episode 51, and I've been waiting for months. So finally I was like, fuck it, I'll read the fucking cartoon.
An abandoned vehicle. You catch all the good ones.
I like the English voice cast better than
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
Goddamn Harry thinks
they were reading Yelp reviews in their character voices.
You know, I never actually watch Dragon Ball with English.
Oh man, their voice, the English voice is so much better, man.
Really? Than the Japanese one? I know Goku's voice never changed since he was like a little type.
His fucking yeah, in the Japanese version, I cannot stand Goku's voice.
No, I loved it during Dragon Ball because he was a kid.
Yeah.
But and then DBZ, you know, when
You hear about Adrian?
they
Brought in Seattle, threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Mikowski. Talking from experience.
I'm not drifting with shit today.
No, because you're using that piece of shit part.
I got a piece of shit car.
Oh, did it slow down automatically?
Yeah, I was like, wait, I thought the battery went dead. And I was like, why are we not driving?
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Oh, son.
Language. So harsh, man.
There you go. Got flags, like you said.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
That's dope.
Argentinian. $15 for registration back then.
That one seems kind of high, yeah.
I know. Since like a loaf of bread was $1.
It's high now too, so.
What is it now?
Oh.
I haven't had a car in
Some license plates. This car's been fucking script. Oh, it's been script.
Good to know that LA hasn't changed.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
See, at least you don't see that shit on New York anymore.
No.
Empty.
Yep. So it is.
Oh, yeah, okay, look at the shiny thing on the ground. That is very conspicuous.
God damn it, I'm trying.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
No shit, Sherlock. You think?
This guy is a fucking ace detective.
Yeah, let me tell you. Please go back.
Optimistic, Cole.
You're saying there's no connection?
I'm hoping there's a Mickey Mantle signature to that.
This isn't what we're looking for.
No, the old man was in a terrace. Something just beat me.
Yeah, I felt it.
That's what she said. Yeah, right there. To the right, to the right. You, no, left. You see that little brown thing on the, There you go. Another matchbook.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Oh, fuck you. The last matchbook was a clue. Be consistent, Cole. There's a phone, oh yeah, you know that, you know, since there's no cell phone back then, those were for cops like to use.
Yeah, they're still in New York.
Not as many.
Access to use a game well. What does that mean?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
In fact,
Got it.
in New York, if you look
Thanks.
at light posts that have weird lights on top of them, that means one of those call boxes is nearby.
Really? Did not know that.
I'm gonna be looking every time you look at light posts.
Yeah, fuck you.
Black.
Thanks. You're welcome. Thanks. You're welcome. Which one was supposed to say? Probably. Okay. He's on a terrace somewhere. On a terrace.
Maybe it was this. Maybe it was one lady.
No! It's an old curmudgeon.
She looks like.
I don't know why you're doing that, buddy, but I wish you'd stop.
See?
Punch you in your stupid throat.
Yeah.
I hope there is in there.
Yeah. Call her a broad. I like it.
Yeah, Dane Fraud. See,
See there? Oh! Ah, there you go. That must be something.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Oh, fuck you, man.
You mean they didn't beat the tire off the car with a baseball bat?
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right. An eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Whoa!
I knew it was gonna be racist.
Settle down, son.
I knew it was gonna be racist.
Settle down. Bad cop. Good cop.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
No hablo español, sir.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
How do you know there were 3 of them? It was dark. It must be 50 feet from the kitchen to the car.
You telling me I'm lying?
Ah, shit.
God damn it.
God. Circle, back out of an accusation.
Looks like I was mistaken.
I'm gonna back out this son of a bitch.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
That's tampering evidence, asshole. Well, I guess this is 1940. Said, they don't know anything. They're like, touch everything.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You gonna tell me what I want to know, or do I have to drag it out of you?
You should learn to talk to older people with some manners, you son of a bitch.
Missing plates. You've accused him of missing plates. Fuck.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
No, missing plates. Missing plates. Missing plates. What the fuck is that face? Oh my god.
Oh, he's laughing. We're bad cop.
No, accuse him.
Why did you take the license plate?
Me? Well, what'd I do with license plates? You saying I have them?
Yeah, missing license plate.
Scratching around in that book won't prove nothing.
What?
You should show me some respect.
Damn it. Fuck you.
That's enough for now. Remember, Jacob, it's an offense to obstruct a criminal investigation. Let's hope you've given us everything.
Yeah, you son of a dickhead.
Jacobs dumped the book he was reading in a hurry when we walked up. You curious what he didn't want us to see?
Well, speak up, Nancy boy.
He dumped the book where what? In the bushes? What the fuck did he say?
I don't know.
What, Jacobs dumped the...
Something dump below.
Advice?
Check the car and the surrounds. This is a crime scene. We don't want anything missed.
The thing that he was saying on the right there. There you go. What is this? 1947 agenda.
Juan Francisco Valdez.
Boy.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
You see that? They only have 4 numbers. MI 2458, Michigan.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
How the fuck do you even...
Wait, MI, did that mean state, or is this just like MI, they give you two letters? Maybe the 5 numbers, or 4 numbers, or whatever it was.
Should I call the station again?
Yeah. Convenient that the game was right there, right?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Michigan.
Connecting you now.
Michigan. What do you know?
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Any messages?
There's just one message for you, Detective. A 4-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
An audience.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks, ma'am. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
What's going on over there?
If you must. We're going back to the fucking station talking dickhead.
He does.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
They did not have ABS back then.
They did not.
Or disc brakes.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez?
Sure do, Phelps.
Drum
Your bird's an
brakes
interview,
were
too.
great.
And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting.
Well, he's a Mexican.
It's this
so we
way.
can't beat him.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio?
I've been in this job.
Valdez.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend, let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez, Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Friend in 1940s just means like it's motherfucker.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
A good copy.
Dewey Brothers. You think someone from the garage could have been involved in the theft?
It would not surprise me in the least.
Fuck!
We X'd that. We fucked that up, didn't we?
Well, I don't get it.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, your worship.
We are bad copping you, motherfucker. Yeah.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
Yeah. Asociación with Gabriel.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
Wait, what happened?
He said we do a lot of presuming in the United States. Comes with the turf. He looks annoyed, but I don't think I can bad cop him this time.
Presuming, does that mean shoot first, ask question never?
No, no, that's the assumption. The presuming is we just, you know, presume to know everything about you before we even know you. I'm going to good cop him this time. I don't know, what do you think? Bad cop worked last time.
I have no idea. I missed the fucking question, bro.
It was really stupid. Fuck me.
I actually did way better when this fucking thing just when this thing came out. I guess I was way smarter when this thing came out 10 years ago.
Oh, whatever. I'm gonna be nice.
Had you met the kid before?
I have seen him when the car was previously serviced, but he was not impertinent enough to address me on that occasion.
I'll be talking to the gangster squad about you, Valdez. They're gonna love your diary.
Ah! We suck!
We are not good detectives.
Stop drinking.
I should have just bad copped him the whole way through. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yo, you want to join us?
We have hookers and blow.
Yeah. I guess,
Wake up, Cole.
Fucking man, I'm having a fucking drink. God, fucking. Why gotta be like that? Where are we going now?
Let's go to interview room number 3.
I don't think there's anybody in there.
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
Yeah, get rid of him. You won't ever see him again, detective. Where are you going? Where are you gonna put him? You know, detective, we got this special room. Go to Dewey Brothers. You see, that's why the Packers went out of business, because their tires are so easy to take I know, right?
Mr. Valdez moves in some peculiar circles for an international bon vivant.
Ah, English, please.
See, this is why nobody invites you out for drinks.
It's just very industrious of him to be so involved in matters of consular transportation.
All right, you're making it worse now. I think what you're trying to say is that lover boy in there is as full of crap as a Christmas goose.
That as well.
Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3 identify.
1624 to LAPD cops driving like drunken bastards.
You're a goddamn menace!
Holy shit! That fucking happened!
If you use the siren, maybe those metal things in front of you called cars would know you're in a hurry.
Look out!
You're not helping.
I'm going after this suspect. I can't stop laughing. Oh my god. There's a house, watch out. There's a house flashing the shit. Holy shit. Oh, there goes the hood. The car is starting to smoke. Where's this guy going? God damn, he's like all the way across the moon. Turn on your siren. I just love the sound. It doesn't do anything, I just love the sound. This car is lucky. Yeah, bro, this was done like...
Can we try to get there in one piece?
We are not in one piece anymore. That's not even an option anymore. Yeah. There you go.
Minus altitude tag, Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street.
Finally. We're starting to think nobody would show.
What have we got?
The 3rd Street gang and the Diamond Street gang. Mexican kids with nothing better to do than howl each other.
Like 50 cars ago.
No bloodshed so far. Shit! Hope you brought plenty of ammunition, sir.
Shoot first.
LAPD, drop your weapons.
How to do this.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Oh, headshot.
Around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Keep moving!
Just pull out, or that's what's easy.
Throw out the guns.
How do you get back? What's the button? Seriously. You see that?
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
In the face.
God damn it, here come more.
What? X. I'm getting it.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Yeah. Oh! Get in cover, buddy. Oh, there you go. There's a Tommy gun
I'm
there.
going after that shit.
There you go.
Damn it, they're already dead.
Bad ass.
I just walked out there, fucking boom.
How do you spell badass Cole Phelps? C-O-L-E Phelps.
Car 11K calling KGPL.
They're all
I
fucking
need an
dead.
ambulance at
We
1624
killed them
West
all.
3rd Street.
We
Code
didn't even
4.
bother to, like, like assholes.
Shots fired and suspects are down.
Code 68.
Shots
fired. Code 68. 10-4.
Street crime. We stopped 2 out of 40.
Bat, you're better than Batman.
Says we can unlock. Dude, I'm gonna take your car. Because you bonked at me.
Think it's first.
Ma'am, step out of the car, please. LAPD.
See, he's got it right. My partner. So,
it's all right. Not now!
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
For Christ's sake!
That actually makes it to a good hot rod metaphor. Where the fuck is it? Yeah. What the hell is that? Get in the car.
What is this weird shit happening right now?
Excuse me, what are you stopping for? It's like, fuck those assholes. Fuck those assholes.
Valencia. Shots fired off street help. Unit Tango code 3 identified.
I'm busy. I got shopping to do.
Whoa. Changed my mind. Oh, shit. Almost.
Christ alive!
Oh, I will fucking kill you, man. Man, I was so good at driving the first time I played this. I'm looking at scared.
Because you were drunk, now you're sober. What the fuck happened?
I got it.
Woo!
Watch
Hair
it!
on my chest.
You could have killed him.
Down. That guy looks like a perp. Son of a fuck. Son of a fuck.
Well, now you've either got to stop or put your fucking foot down.
The best way to stop a car. A wall.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
Oh my God.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
12 since I bought a car? That's for 6 years?
I haven't even in a car dealership ever.
I bought my last Volvo from the Volvo dealership in Omaha.
Well, yeah, you live in the Midwest. You actually needed a car.
I did. No, I don't.
I lived in...
We keep all our tools in here.
We keep all our tools in
Mind
here.
if we look around?
Be my guest.
Oh, I'm looking.
You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh?
Bash your skull.
Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Whoa, whoa!
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey?
What does that mean?
Go sell some cars or whatever it is.
You just fucking profile the shit out of me. Guys in your age bracket?
No.
Income bracket.
Wage bracket.
Wage bracket.
Wage bracket. So he's trying to tell us that we make less than 10,000 a year. Back then, 10,000 a year wasn't that like an average?
Probably insane amount of money, actually.
No, come on. 10,000?
Yeah, Google what the average fucking income for
1940s?
Yeah.
That's not right.
You're not right.
Wrong size.
Yeah,
No.
Face, I'm trying to. What the hell, guy? That's what I'm trying to do.
One left.
One left.
Yep.
Yeah, that fits perfectly.
God damn it. Fuck. Stop doing that. Every time I hit the button, he goes up. I'm like, oh.
Gabriel Delgado
We know the
is
wrench
missing
is
a
missing.
3/4.
No, duh.
Glad we fucking figured that out.
Refill?
Yeah, better.
Yeah, be back.
I promised myself I wouldn't drink tonight. Well, here I am.
Who'd you say that to?
Nobody.
Don't think this is anything.
It's a fucking hammer. I want to whack somebody with this shit. Somebody, Eddie Charlie 86 joined the party. Oh, bro, we just found a license plate.
I don't think so.
Oh, wrong one. God damn it. Well, ain't that a bitch. Look around the goddamn garage. So apparently this garage is full of nothing. What? Something triggered my little guy here. What was it?
That's a nice pack,
there we
sir.
go.
And drop the jack on him. He'll toss.
I doubt it.
God damn it. I doubt it. Let's pull his teeth out with this thing.
I think this is going to help us.
Stab him in the leg.
Get some one of those pliers, I'll fucking stab you in the face.
Oy. Stab him in the leg.
I'll stab him in the butt. Can we talk to him? We can't. This garage is a fucking bust, yo.
I know.
Like, everything I've looked at has been... No, I already did it.
Oh, you already did that?
He's like, oh, this is nothing. I was like, God damn it. I found a hammer. That was nothing. I was like,
what about that?
No, nothing's triggering the... I already did it. Damn it. Well, now what?
What was the,
Just checking the license plate there.
Can we go to...
Incidental.
Can we go to his workplace? Is there like a locker? Because I remember going to a locker. Again, this was what? When was this game out?
A few years
10
back,
years ago? Yeah, I wasn't living here yet. I was still in the other.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
With Mr. Juan Valdez.
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
Why?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Whoa.
Do we have any evidence to accuse this asshole?
Let's find out. Oh, do we?
Oh, registration slip. Did the registration say it was bought there?
Yeah, but he just said the embassy bought it, so... Valdez's notebook. We're gonna accuse him. Do ya?
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
Valdez's notebook.
We found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, dude.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy.
What was that, huh?
I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Then why did you have to fucking lie about it?
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Oh, you son of a fucking bitch. I'm gonna back up the shit out of you right now.
What was the question?
Where can we find Valdez? You sure as hell ain't here. Oh, punch me, dumb face. Let's see what we got. Can't bad cop him. I'm gonna, or no, I can't accuse him, but I will bad cop him.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves your head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that kind of threat.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Mm-hmm. Was that a racist undertone, or, Wait, what was the question again?
The stolen wrench was used to strip the parts, and so then they said his shit was being stolen too. So we can't say missing a wrench because we just talked about it. All right.
Did we?
Yep. That was literally brought up in the conversation, so I'm going to the good cop.
So that's it?
Like I said, the workshop's too close to the street. It's difficult to keep an eye on it.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
It's all right, though.
No problem.
We've done on any
God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman.
Yeah.
Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Not a car salesman.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. We really ought to take more time over the Packard parts. Let's head back to the empty lot.
This guy said.
Nice. Yo, can you steal one of the fucking cars, hotwires, maybe? You'll be driving a Packard. It's extinct now. I'll be commandeering this vehicle, son.
Fucking hell, yes, we can.
You're driving a Packard.
Auto enthusiast.
There you go. You'll be driving a Packard.
Oh, it's fucking fast, too. Holy shit.
It's a Packard.
Oh, did you see that nonsense?
It's a Packard. It's like B-16 or something.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
It's like all...
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color. And look what we have now.
Oh, somebody hit me!
Now look what you've done!
Somebody hit me!
The radio turned on and you hit the lamppost. Cuckoo!
Fucked up my Packard. Fucking douchebag.
Well, at least that's how you turn on the fucking radio. You hit the lamppost. Yeah, they still don't.
Look at my door. It's all blacked out.
They still don't have good suspension or.
That'll bluff you right out.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Thanks, man.
I wouldn't feel safe in a
Hey,
tank
the
with you
tunnel's
driving.
long. It was crossing the street.
Literally.
Can we try to spare the general population, please?
Of course. Kill people. Exactly. Yep. Oh, you watched Sin City, right? The first one. The second one.
I like Dame Killmore, actually.
The Dame the Killmore, straight out of the comic, yes. But the other add-ons, no.
Ah, you're gonna kill someone!
I'm trying to.
Remember how he always said, like, this is a nice cat. Drive smooth like a velvet. What does this have anything to do with that?
Just my brain is. Okay, I have to explain to you. So I'm bipolar, right? So my brain is always.
Running him over. Please.
That wasn't as cool as the last stop where I just rammed into the wall. I was trying to keep this car in like mostly one piece.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
At the place that you're staying right now.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Solve that big case.
Yeah, she was bipolar too.
Bipolar type 1 with psychotic features.
Hell yeah! How did you score that?
I'm
You're a genius.
Crazy.
I'm gonna start drinking now, so when he slit my throat, I won't feel a thing.
Exactly. It's not. Wait, what the fuck is happening here? Where's the director? Is there a directory out here somewhere?
No, usually it's inside by the door. I guess not, because this is.
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Would say the ghetto. Go outside to the mailbox. The mail. There's wherever you get the mail from.
That's what I was looking for. It's down here. Maybe we ask one of these dipshits.
And one of those Mexicans, Mexicanos.
Phelps, leave him be.
What the fuck, man? He just pushed that guy.
As they would say in Mexico.
Yo, go, pogos.
As they would say in Mexican. What happened?
Oh, man, bro.
Oh, check the letters. There you go.
Come on. God damn it. I can feel it vibrating.
XXX.
Alright, there we go. XXX. Apartment 3.
Here he is. Apartment 3.
Gabriel Delgado. Gabriel
Apartment 3 down here. Is it just 1 and 2?
There's 1, 2.
Uno, dos. Ah ha ha!
Could have just knocked on every guy's door, or everybody's door. Just like it's like NYPD does that shit. NYPD, open up!
Canvass the neighborhood. Always got a kid.
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
Whoa!
There we go. Finally.
So how far along are you?
Oh, is it like 2 hours into the fucking game, and then someone actually said the B word? Come on.
Right.
I'm disappointed.
So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
How you say, very disappointed.
You are wrong about Gabriel.
It's difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long
And this
time.
is LA. They start early. This is
that
LA.
motherfucker. Did you hear him?
Huh?
He's like threatening her, like, your kid's not gonna see Papa for a long time. Oh boy. Man, what's back here? I don't even know where around back here.
No. Check. There's another room.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Or someone is
serving breakfast for 2, though he's not here.
There you go.
Now we're on.
That's always a sign when
We're
someone
cooking with
is not
gas.
there.
You really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
In the bedroom. The clue is always in the bedroom.
Where the magic happens.
There you go. Bing, bing. Yeah, she doesn't smoke a fucking cigar.
Nope.
She's wearing a lipstick, right? There's no lipstick on it?
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Take a smarter man than me to connect that. Then why are we even looking?
Whoa! What? Whoa, Cole!
What's the point of
Cole,
this?
settle down, Cole.
Oh, fuck this place up. Alright, let's open this pit up.
What's that?
Doesn't look like anything.
What do you mean it doesn't look like anything? It's a fucking notepad with scribbled names on it. It looks like everything.
Looks like we're heading outside.
No, go outside. There's an apartment that they're renting out or something. Something. No, go ahead, check there. Or I think it's more like downstairs. It's downstairs. Yeah, there's a.
Jump. Yeah, there.
There you go. Whenever you see that gold knob, that's what she says.
Your love's a gold knob.
There you go. Wait, what's the license plate again?
This is
706, right?
Diplomatic license plates.
Puerto Rico.
Sí, señor. Oh, right there. No?
Nothing. Just noise.
There you go.
Yep. Another one of these bad boys.
Nothing significant.
Yeah, fuck off.
Just like you. That's what your mom used to tell you, Cole.
This guy.
Not sure this means much.
Why are we looking at it? Why is it even an option?
Yeah, that's what your dad used to tell you. Nothing significant.
Not much help.
God damn it. Wheels.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
He'll be happy.
Oh, no.
A crowbar?
Probably nothing.
Well, son of a biscuit.
No, there's a room down there, like no, like one of those. Then you maybe that's for another case. I don't know. All these fucking LA buildings look the same. Right.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
There's 2 breakfasts.
Breakfast!
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Breakfast! Breakfast plates!
Bracky bitches!
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry.
But you can't lie to
he
me.
went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
Okay. I'm sorry. I get to.
Today's
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
No, he does not.
No, he does not. Wait, what was the question again? What was stolen? The plates? No, the license plate.
Well, I'm gonna accuse her again.
He steals cars to support you and care for the baby?
How can you say that?
Oh,
license plate.
What makes you say that?
The tires or the tires, bitch. What do we got? Should we go with the plates or should we go with the stolen
Plates. Because tires could be any Packard.
I have my own job. I work at Union Station. If I have to, I will bring up our baby. That is all I have to say to you.
What the fuck, asshole?
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Oh! Look at her face. Look at her face. Oh, you miss it. She's just like, what can I?
Should we back up or
No, I know nothing. No sé, señor policía.
You're lying, Anna. I think you're a willing accomplice in these robberies.
What proof do you have that I stole the cars?
Lost plates. Come on.
Let's see how to go back with the fucking
stolen plates. Yes. I jumped.
You come into my house to insult and bully me? I have known many policía like you.
What?
All right, I have to pee. You gotta take over.
What? Jesus. What? What about Sir Gabriel?
Gabriel wasn't at work. Where can we find him?
He said he would never go back. Gabriel is out driving around in his car.
You're lying, Anna. I think he's somewhere in the building.
What makes you say he's here? If he was here, he would come out and not endanger his baby.
Breakfast plate, asshole. Bitch.
No more. You are a hateful and cruel man.
As soon as we corner Gabriel, we'll be back for you, Anna. You had your chance to cooperate. Let's get out of here, Phelps. Don't worry, I've got an idea. Never understood it. The more rotten the boyfriend, the more loyal the girl will be. She's going to warn him, Phelps. We need to follow her. That ought to do it. Now get back in close.
The siren? Are you crazy?
Five charges en route to 496 Broadway. You have another assignment here, Central?
resume this action.
Next.